And you know what? To be fair here, I was trying to root for Stefon Diggs, but you and Chelsea got on a podcast with me and talked me off the ledge with him.
Right here.
That's a lot of hauling in of the touchdowns. We want to haul in more likes and comments, so make sure you're commenting below, you're liking, subscribing to the channel. Help us out. The next wide receiver is one of my favorites to talk about, just because I was so staunchly wrong on him this past offseason.
You weren't the only one, Big Travie.
Yeah, no. Stefon Diggs. And you know what? To be fair here, I was trying to root for Stefon Diggs, but you and Chelsea got on a podcast with me and talked me off the ledge with him. So Stefon Diggs, though, came in number 3 wide receiver in a monster year. Just got, they had this marriage with Josh Allen over in Buffalo, and it worked out so well. 127 receptions on 166 targets, 1,535 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's never had double-digit touchdowns in a season, so it's not like he's a big touchdown guy, but he got it done last year. Most total touches by a wide receiver in 2020. That's what you love to see. He had the most 20-yard catches. He has the most 20-plus yard catches since 2019. Well, second is Chris Godwin with 38. Stefon Diggs has 40. You talk about another mark that he's leading all other wide receivers in, receiving yardage leaders since 2015. Stefon Diggs, 1,535 yards. He's just continuing to dominate out there each and every year. And we thought that maybe going to a new team would have knocked him down a peg, but it actually catapulted him into the elite status we thought he could be. Because remember, Johnny, he was playing a lot of second fiddle with Adam Thielen there, and he was the big play guy, but we were just wondering, could he be the all-around threat? He was last year and then some. And I think he's a nice bargain guy to stay within the top 5. I know it's not really a bargain because he's in the top 5 now, but you're not going to be drafting him as the 5th wide receiver off the board. So I like that he's going to be a bit of a bargain for a guy who could easily get back in there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the one downside you would say, right, is you threw out the quote or the stat about the receiving yardage, and then you had never seen a wide receiver repeat, right? So 2015, Julio Jones had over 1,800 yards. T.Y. Hilton the next year, 1,448 yards receiving. Antonio Brown just over 1,500 yards. You see these guys, they don't repeat, and so one would say, okay, well, then we should automatically not think that Stefon Diggs can repeat this, that he is going to go down. And I would say, okay, let's presume his yardage maybe does go down a little bit. Maybe they bring in a little bit more offensive weapons or decide to run the ball and he doesn't get quite 166 targets, although I don't realistically see where he doesn't still get like a north of 150. But even if you were to say that were to come down, and I would not argue against that point, right? Well, you look at him, only 8 touchdowns, Travis, last year. I think that is pretty low, relative to what he can do. Once again, you said he has never had a double-digit touchdown season, but that's not to say that Stefon Diggs can't do that. And I think that even if his yardage does come down a little bit, I could see him next year getting into those double-digit touchdowns and really making up for that either way. So I think he's pretty safe for next year.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you want to watch more fantasy football content, check out one of these videos.